came out my body and I had a heart attack. When I came out my body, I was able to watch me die. I had a 360 vision of the whole room. I'm able to see the earth. I'm able to, man, oh my God. I peeled my face off. That scared me more than seeing a demon.
A YouTube prankster known for gold digger videos reportedly just took one edible and never woke up. But what he claimed to have seen on the other side sent chills through the entire internet. This is the testimony that people are talking about. And today, he's breaking it all down.
At this point, I'm very conscious, aware, like God is real. He answered my prayers. He got me out. So now I told God, like, if you get me out, I serve you for the rest of my life. So at this point, I'm not even really doing gold digger pranks no more because I'm scared out of my mind that I was facing that, and demons came out of me. Because when they was telling me, they said they wanted to kill me. When they came out of me, like, we're going to kill you and your wife. That's what they was speaking out of me when I was getting demons cast out of me.
Fear.
So me going back to her, I knew something wasn't right. And I'm like, yo, what am I doing? But I ended up going back to her. And now this is the moment where I got depressed because I went back to her. And every time I feel so much convicted, I had to do drugs. So I did an edible, and then I didn't want to go back to my wife. I couldn't see her. She knew what I was doing. She knew I had addiction and all that. So I didn't want to go back to her. I can't go back to her. This girl, heartbroken. I don't know. She didn't see me get delivered twice. She probably don't think I could change. She's been waiting on me. So I ran. I just booked the hotel, and this is about to be the part where I seen hell. Mind you, I went out, faced it, hell, and I faced it, the jail situation, and I end up going to this hotel, and I had to be on edibles to be with this girl too because I knew I was out of my mind. That's another reason I was on drugs as well because I wanted to stop. Once I got delivered the second time, I didn't want to be on drugs for real. So when I was with her, I didn't drink, so I had to be on drugs because I knew something wasn't right. So that's what I said. This particular moment, I booked the hotel for 2 days. That way I can let this pressure out and stuff like that. And this one day, it was early. It was like 2 a.m. 2 p.m. And I go to this one place and Body's Rice Krispies, and I'm contemplating, but I'm like, I can't be sober around this girl because I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I don't know how to stop. And I got delivered twice. I'm like, what's going on? So, and I slept with her because, she wasn't going to be with me unless I did sleep with her. And I was trying to put that, when I slept with her, that made me feel a little bit better, made me run from life because I'd be so
What do you mean she wouldn't be with you if you didn't sleep with her?
She always wanted sex. Always. Yeah, always wanted sex from me. All the time.
You think it was her? Or what was in her?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep. Yeah.
I know now.
Yeah.
It was the demons.
Yeah. They wanted you to be in that situation because there has to be a transaction. There has to be an exchange to feed that altar, to serve, they have an altar that they need to present a sacrifice to, and you giving your body as a sacrifice.
Yeah. So that's why I had to be on drugs because I knew something ain't right. Something ain't right. Mind you, this is after I already heard the prophet say that somebody was doing witchcraft. So I was always suspecting it was her, but it was like me knowing that's how I knew something was going on. Because it's like, how do I know that somebody's doing witchcraft, but I'm still with her and I'm facing 25 years to life. I got out and I'm still with her. So now this is, I guess God said he had enough. So this particular moment, the God probably knew this was the only way that he can save me. That's why I'm like, I had to see hell. So now I'm buying edibles. I'm like, and usually she'll do them with me. And she like, no, I don't want to do them. I'm like, yo, do them. She's like, no, I'm in the car. I'm like, all right. I pop them. Yeah, look, white screen, 100 milligrams. And I'm like, this is going to give me, I only bought 4 of them. So it's going to be 400 because I haven't did them in a minute. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to just do one. I did one. It's like 2:20, 2:38 p.m. So I'm like, all right, let's go back to the room. I go back to the room. Oh, my God. Go back to the room. She was chilling, watching TV. She got food. And she in her own bed because we did get into it. We used to get into it a lot. We bumped heads all the time.
That day, were you guys getting along?
A little bit, but she just wanted to sleep on her own bed. She wanted to sleep on her own bed, and I was just relaxing on my other bed. I happily to be on my other bed. And I only took one. I didn't even get to the other 3. And I somehow came on my body, and I had a heart attack. And this is where people say, maybe you just had an out-of-body experience. And I said, out-of-body experience, how was I able to feel something stabbing me in my chest? And I was like, you know how you looking at me? When I came out of my body, I was able to watch me die. Yes, I'm watching me.
So wait, you fell asleep on your bed.
It felt like I fell asleep.
And then
Boom, came on my body. But in a way, that's why I said it's so hard to explain, because in a way, I only came on my body because I was, yeah, so it's like I fell asleep, but immediately like that. So it's like I died. So in a way, oh man. So in a way, I came on my body, watch me, but I was able to feel the pain. Feel the pain. I was able to watch me cry out. I'm doing this with my body, crying like, and I'm screaming to her, help, call the ambulance. She ain't hearing me, but I'm not noticing that I'm out of my body. I had a 360 vision of the whole room, like an ant, like of everything, but I'm able to still see my body and watch me die. And then from there, I ain't just go down straight. I was able to look around in the room, focus. It wasn't no time, but I just knew that I did die, but it was like, now my eye vision is looking at things. I'm looking at the TV, and it's some on the TV, but as I'm looking at the TV, I had a conscience of knowing the truth. Like, you can't hide nothing in the spirit realm. I said, this is terrible. This is fake. Like I told him my testimony, I said, that was one of the main things I noticed. I said, the acting on here is so bad. How is people watching this? It was like puppets. Yes. You had all knowledge when you die. It's like God give you a piece of his mind or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like all truths. So it's like, I'm looking at that. That was bad. I'm looking at the girl, she had the kids with her. I'm looking at the babies, and the baby head doing this supernaturally fast. That kind of creeped me out. Yeah, that creeped me out. The baby head was moving at a supernatural speed, and he was walking around. His head was moving. I was like scared. And then once again, I locked eyes on myself again, and that's when I realized, like, yo, I'm dead. And as soon as that happened, I, boom, went down. Went down at a supernatural speedness, but a supernatural slowness.
At the same time.
At the same time. And Hollywood got it right, because it was like Get Out, but it was 10 times worse. Like falling out of darkness, falling. And then the noise, like heaven got a noise, but hell got a noise. It's like everything is exactly like heaven, but demonic. It was such the noise was so loud.
What kind of noise was it?
I can't explain it. I tried to emulate it, and it was the scariest thing I ever experienced in my life. And it was like speakers was here, because it was so loud. It was so loud that it felt like my ears was bleeding, and that scared me more than seeing a demon. Everybody that do ask me about this testimony, I wasn't scared of the demon. That I wasn't. A demon showed up. I actually seen the demon, like literally. His head was cut out, but I was able to see. He had like a human type body, red, lizardy type dude. Yes, muscles, huge. I don't know if it's a principality, but when he talked, it sounded like it was a legion of voices, like thousands of voices. Literally, he would talk and it would echo, but he didn't talk with his mouth. It was through the mind. But I'm falling all at once. I'm able to see the earth. I'm able to, man, oh my God. It was so much going on at once, it would just make you want to die. I had super knowledge. That knowledge alone made me know that I was dumb enough to die in my sin. And man, just every time I think about that, it just made me just, I was able to see the girl while falling, but I was able to see the earth in a way. So I was able to see different realms.
At the same time.
Everything at once. It's different realms. And I'm like, what is this? But I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on I'm going to hell. So it's like me talking about it now. It's like, was you focused on it? No. It's like everything get wired. Like if God was to let us, our heads would explode. Yes.
Because on earth, in this plane, we're very one-dimensional. We can only see what's happening here. But you're saying 360 views. So you saw everything that was happening. You're seeing yourself. You're seeing this. You're focusing on it. You're seeing the TV all at the same time. You're falling slow, falling fast at the same time.
Yes,
all of this happening.
Wild demon is torturing me, telling me, I finally got you. I've been waiting on you since you was a kid. So this is a demon that's been plotting on me since birth. It's demons out here waiting on people. It's on assignment from birth. That's his assignment. And he's laughing, but I'm hearing music, but I'm looking at the girl and her stuff. I'm looking at my body dead, and I'm still able to see the TV.
So is it music or a sound?
Music and a sound. all at once. It's dreadful, thunder noise, drill music, demonic. Yes, it's a blended. It's a mix. It blends in. It to be the most terrifying noise while sounding like thunder. But as you can hear it clear as day. And it's like it's in your spirit. So it sounds like it's loud. It sounds like you like screaming so loud. Because I was eventually starting to peel my face off. I peeled my face off. And I didn't even feel it. Because I was so focused on it. I felt it, but everything was so blended. I don't even know if my face grew back. I started screaming. And I was screaming so loud, it was as if blood could have came out of my mouth. My vocals broke. Yes, but I was still focused on this demon, seeing it with my natural eyes while falling. And still focusing on the earth, still looking at different realms. And it was like some vapor. And that took me back to the scripture, life is like a vapor. I seen that while I was still getting tormented, while I was still being able to talk to him, because everything I thought of, he answered it. So it was kind of like, I didn't even want to talk back to him. It was like, where am I going? Got you going to hell. But thousands of demons with lizardy tongues, but with a deep voice. And they laugh at everything. Literally. So yes, but I didn't want to talk to him, but it was telepathically. So everything I said, he answered it, but he mocked me and laughed. Got you. And then I'm peeling my face off while falling. Yes. And while listening to this music that was scarier than a demon. And then after the music was scared, I was starting to get scared of God. So now I started to be like, oh my God. People don't realize, you go to hell, you get scared of God because you're thinking about judgment. So all knowing knowledge I had now, I said, this ain't even a fire. I said, God gonna get me. I'm thinking that, and that fear made me, God, give me, I'm peeling my face, I'm screaming God. So I got a lot of backlash on my testimony saying God didn't have no power and he couldn't, of course he could have got me out, but that name, he said, call on Jesus. So I got to say it on yours. Mm-hmm. The word God didn't get me out of hell. I'm screaming, God, get me out. In my mind, I'm screaming it, but my mouth opening it. But I know I'm not talking to my mouth because it's telepathic. I'm peeling my face off while falling. Mm-hmm. And God didn't do nothing. Nothing happened. And I'm getting closer and closer to hell.
Because at that point,
yes,
it was which God? If you didn't identify, there are many things that identify as God. Satan identifies as God. Even Jesus said it's the God of this world. And at that point, you are giving yourself to the God of this world. So you saying, God, who are you really talking to? So I could see how it wouldn't potentially have power in that instance. And then also, once you're cut off, there could be a level of just know that anybody that crosses that threshold,
it's over.
Go ahead, man.
So I'm in the back of my mind, I said, I freaking lied to God. I told this dude I told God I was gonna give my life to him. That moment came back.
Oh my God.
I said, oh my God, I lied to him. I'm having sex and I'm doubting myself. I said, it's over. I'm having all these intrusive thoughts. I'm crying, peeling my face off. And I'm just like, no, this is really my life. The pressure of, as I said, when I give these testimonies, I can't explain it. It just make me like rush when I talk. Like I can't explain it. It's hard because it's like the feeling of regret is worse than fire. Wow. Yes. It's kind of like, I didn't even get to this point. I know I'm about to get tortured because I used to watch hell testimonies. I'm pretty sure everybody did. You out of curiosity. So I watch heaven testimonies, hell, it pops up on your feed, even if you ain't a Christian. So I'm thinking of all this stuff. I said, this is me. I'm going to hell for eternity. Then I started thinking about my kids, my wife. I said, no. Yes, everything. And then you get all-knowing knowledge. So your life flashes before your eyes. And it's like everything, but it's slow motion. You seeing every mistake you messed up. You seeing it's so hard to explain. It's like, now you know how God is everywhere. Yes, because it was like he allowed me to see the earth, but I was able to see through the earth, see the room I was at. Think about all of my regrets, seen it, but heard it. While falling, supernatural, but it's slow motion because it's so fast. It's slow motion. It's in the spirit, and it's just, and it made me just think about these movies they do. When you ever seen Avengers and they hit you out the hawk, the lady, and it's like doom. It's like that, but it's supernatural, and it's like these Hollywood people got it. They seen some stuff. Yes. Then I had this one thought out of the midst of all this, Jesus. And I was scared to even call on Jesus. I felt like I wasn't good enough to call on Jesus because it was like, I called on God. I know about Jesus, but it's over. I'm here. I'm getting closer to hell. I'm starting to feel things now. Like I'm getting closer and the demon is getting louder. And it's just like, if I don't say this, I'm doomed. Jesus! Peeling my face off. Boom. Back of my body. I'm talking about the split second I said Jesus. Pow. I'm in my body, but yet I'm still dead. Then I went to hell 5 times. So this is just the part that's gonna freak a lot of y'all out probably. I'm in my body, but I'm still dead. But in the spirit, oh my God, I don't know what's real. Then the demon pulled me back down and laughed and said, got you, you thought. And it got worse. So I went to hell 5 times. And I started to realize I could call on the name of Jesus. But each time I went to hell, it was worse. It was worse than before. So the first time was bad, but each time it went. So on the 5th time that I did come back and call on Jesus, because it was the same experience, but 10 times worse. Mm-hmm. So when I eventually did say the name of Jesus and I woke up, it was a whole nother day. And that's how I knew how long I was dead for. I was dead for 15 hours. And the girl didn't even call an ambulance. So when I woke up, I'm screaming at a hotel. Now it's 7:30 a.m. I still got the screenshots. I'm screaming at her. I'm texting my family. I seen hell. She waking up. You schizophrenic. What is wrong with you? Word curses spoken over me. I'm freaking out.
Schizophrenic.
Yes, you schizophrenic. Yeah. Calm down. No. Because I thought they was going to pull me down again. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm in my body. I'm jittery. And I'm freaking out. I'm really freaking out. I don't like people saying me cry. I'm crying. Yo, I seen hell. And she like, didn't believe me. So I got to explain it to her, everything she was doing. And she just, you tripping. Like she got still. Take me home. And I'm just like, come on. And I'm freaking out because this is the same girl that last time I told her I didn't want to be with her, she had active fool. So I'm like, I don't have time for this. I just seen hell. I ain't gonna say nothing. This girl freaking out on me, cussing me. Oh, you just want to go back to your wife. I don't hear nothing she's saying. I'm out of it. Like, I'm like zoned out. So anything she's saying to me, I'm in the back of my head like, I'm probably gonna go back. Is this real? Or is she gonna call the cops on me and make up another story because I don't want to be with her? And I can't handle seeing her like hit me again. She used to hit me. And I don't hit females. She used to like hit me. And I used to like, stop hitting me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you hit me for? Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking she gonna hit me. And I used to get mad off that. I did used to get mad. I used to be like, bro. So in my, I'm like, I can't handle this. I just seen hell. If she hit me, I gotta see. I'm telling God, I said, God, this is real. Like, if this girl start acting a fool while I'm taking her home, because she had brothers too. Like last time, I was about to fight her brother when I said I didn't want to be with her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I don't got time to be fighting. I don't got time to be going through this. I just seen hell. She's speaking word curses, and she know I told her exactly what she was doing, what she was eating. And she said, when I asked her, she said, yeah, you was asleep. I was like, so how do I know this stuff?
Right.
And that's when she kind of started to realize. She did this and she know I really seen hell. A lot of people don't believe me. She knows that. She knows. I told her what she was saying, what I seen, what the kids was doing. But I left all my clothes at the hotel. I didn't pack nothing up. I left everything there. Put my slides on. Yes, I left all my clothes. Because I only had my clothes with me because I wasn't going back to my wife. Because I told you, I'm like, yo, I can't go back. I matched up this time after getting delivered. I can't go back. All this jail stuff, like my wife think I'm crazy. You know, like she think I want to be with this girl, but you know, I'm probably still dealing with the witchcraft that came back. You know, the stuff come back 7 times worse. But now that I'm seeing jail, a lot of that soul tie, a lot of that stuff broke. I'm freaking out. I barely can drive. So I'm in the car, she freaking out. Don't ever talk to me again. You weird. What is wrong with you? Now you resort to this? Because at first she used to think that I used to have a master plan. Because the girl wanted to be with me, I guess. She used to think that I had a master plan to somehow use her to have sex with her, then go back to my wife. And I used to ask her, tell her stories like, yo, this really did happen to me. And I naturally wanted to be with my wife. So she thought I made this whole master plan of going to sleep, saying hell, so that way I can leave and go with my wife.
Oh, wow.
The whole time I'm freaking out. And I told her what I seen. So we get to the destination. I'm quiet driving. She cussing me out. I'm not paying attention because, and what just happened to me, I'm knowing nobody gonna believe me. I'm like, I watch this stuff differently, but I really got taken to hell. Who gonna believe me getting taken to hell? I'm in my mind already knowing they're gonna say, Joel, you're a YouTuber, you gonna do it for clout, or I'm already knowing, even though I already knew the spiritual aspect of going to jail right after I got delivered, nobody was gonna believe me. Because when I posted some clips about demons coming out, everybody said I was acting. Yeah. So in the midst of all this, I knew like I can't tell nobody this. I can't. I told this girl, she said I'm schizophrenic. I'm scared. I'm like, yo, I already knew. I'm like, I'm giving my life to God. I'm giving my life to Jesus. I lied the first time. I was supposed to be submitting to him in jail, and this was the stepping stone. I'm giving my life to the Lord.